Hey guys, it's Rufus. The most common way of attacking kitchen is by breaching above site and then rotating for a plant in service. So I'll start with this attack. Our end goal is to go for a plant in service, and in order to do this, we need to prevent the defenders from playing in both service and bathroom. In order to do that though, we need to take control of penthouse. However, we're not just going to take control of penthouse, we're going to take control of the entire top floor. We need this control for two reasons. We want to watch our flanks from only these stairways, and if we were to say take control of theater, penthouse, and VIP, any defenders around billiards or luggage would be able to interfere with our vertical play. Anybody in billiards could wallbang the VIP wall, and anybody in luggage could peek into this hallway and watch the white stairs. Because we eventually want to take control of main lobby, we can't let anybody sit in luggage. The reason we want main lobby control is because when we do finally go for a plant, we will be in a better position to protect the planner during the plant and post-plant. In addition, we can open the service wall if you're running hard breacher. Now that we know what we need to do and why, I'll explain how we're going to execute this plan. We're going to have 3 people push from the billiard side, and 1 will enter hookah and the other 2 will enter aqua. Now it may seem odd to have 1 person enter hookah, but here's why we're pushing like this. If the defenders are roaming on the top floor, they will usually play around penthouse, theater, and white. This is because roaming around billiards and hookah is very difficult, because if somebody's playing in billiards, you can easily pinch them from both aqua and hookah. In addition, one of our support players will be sitting on the roof while they help us drone out, so any roamers around vase wouldn't be able to move around much. Now, if there are any roamers around billiards or vase or aqua, here's how we will react. If the player's at vase, the hookah player will play passively on the hookah balcony and wait for the aqua players to move through billiards. This allows the entry players to become closer together, and the hookah player would be able to push into hookah without having to worry about dying alone. If the roamer is around billiards, then the entries can push in and pinch the roamer. If the roamer is around aqua, then the aqua players will just wait for the hookah player to push through hookah and billiards. However, by now you're probably wondering where the other player is. Our last player will be sitting on the VIP balcony. He will help drone, but when it comes time to take control of VIP, penthouse, and theater, he will be in position to begin putting pressure. And he could even theoretically help out the players clear out any roamers around billiards by opening the VIP wall or by pushing down this hallway. But when we do move on from that roam clear and are ready to start pushing VIP side, the player on the roof will rotate to white window. This allows them to keep droning and cut off the rotations of any roamers around white. One of the entry players on billiard side will rotate to the roof and open the penthouse hatch. From here, we'll be ready to begin taking the rest of our control. Remember that we still have 2 entry players on the billiard side. One will push through luggage and the other will push down this hallway towards 90. Normally, pushing 90 would be a bad idea because you could easily get picked. But when we have a player in VIP, they can open this wall and prevent anybody from playing at 90 or peeking around 90. So once we push up to 90, we should easily be able to pinch any potential roamers around theater and white stairs. Anybody in theater, we could simply push and play for trades. If there's anybody at white stairs, the luggage player and the player at white window will be able to watch and prevent them from pushing up further. In addition, the player on white window could even repel inside if the luggage player is watching white stairs. This would really make it hard for any roamers to play in theater, as they'd be surrounded entirely. From here, we'd finally be able to begin breaching above site and clearing any defenders in bathroom and service. At the same time, we will want to begin breaching above main lobby and preventing any defenders from playing around this desk. This will allow us to easily push anybody in main lobby without having to worry about somebody at both this desk and in bathroom. Remember that after we breach above site, the defenders can't play in bathroom, and because of this, taking main lobby control shouldn't be very difficult. However, even if you don't take main lobby control, you can still execute onto site. I prefer taking main because your post-plant positions are far stronger and it's much harder for the defenders to retake site when you have main control. And so if you didn't have main control, the defenders would still be able to surround site, and so your only advantage would be presence from above site. The only problem with that though is if your players die above site, then your entire roam clear is meaningless and the defenders will be able to retake service. So assuming you do get that plant down in sight, main control is going to make it much easier to maintain site. The other strategy is about surrounding kitchen and service by taking the whole first floor. It's important to realize that you can plant on either site when using the strategy, and it will entirely depend on your approach, and can also depend on the circumstances of the round. We will start by taking control of Office, Blue Bar, and Sunrise. This is the easiest area to take as the attackers, and we will use it to take main lobby control. We will have one support player sit outside and open these windows. This puts pressure on the defenders early, and since the supports will be droning, they can always get off drone quickly and cut off any roamers. There will also be one other player that is droning for the entry players. One person will play outside of Sunrise, and if nobody is holding Sunrise, they will push in and hold Sunrise themselves. However, if Sunrise is being held, this player will just wait outside and apply pressure. Two people will enter Office and will be led by a drone. Office is usually not held because it's very difficult to play in, but you will have to watch out for somebody around security. However, once the entry players do a sweep from Office to Blue Bar, this is when we can begin clearing anybody in Sunrise. We can have one person peek into Sunrise and also watch Jungle. This prevents any players in Sunrise from rotating out. In addition, we can open these walls in order to make it more difficult for the Sunrise player to cover angles. From here, it's just a matter of droning into Sunrise and collapsing onto the defender. At this point, we should have control of Sunrise, Blue Bar, and Office. We want to next take control of security and main lobby so that we can surround site and begin preparing for our execute. In order to take main, we will have one person rotate to the main door, and two people will push through Office and take security. From here, we can peek anybody in main, and we will only have to worry about somebody behind this desk. However, because our teammates in security would be able to easily push into main, we can just have the player at main door watch white stairs while the players push through main and peek around this desk. Also, realize that we will still have two teammates that are maintaining control of Sunrise and Blue Bar. These people will be droning for us, but from there, they can also hold angles that prevent the main lobby players from retreating. At this point, we need to decide which site we're going to execute onto. Usually, we will execute onto kitchen, but if you have a hard breacher, you can consider opening the service wall. What this would do is force almost every anchor to take a gunfight immediately, and here's what I mean. If you already have your team surrounding kitchen and service, the only safe area is service. When you open the service wall, the defenders are forced to take gunfights as they will have no cover. Because of this, either part of site will likely become clear, and so your team can make the call on which site to push. However, even if you don't have a hard breacher, you can still easily push into kitchen. Since these two walls will always be soft, you can open them and get some good angles into kitchen from both courtyard and Blue Bar. All you would really need to do is toss some smokes into site and push in. You'd easily be able to outnumber the kitchen player, and once they're dead, you can go for the plant. There is one problem with this strat though. It's not that bad, but you will need to work around it. Because the defenders can use cool vibes or white stairs, you will be a little bit limited on where you can play at both jungle and main lobby. However, it's also because of this flaw that many teams opt for the previous strategy. Now, if you want to follow my Twitter, Discord server, or Patreon, a link will be in the description below, but that's all to say for this video, and if you learned something, give the video a like, and if you want to see more content like this, then subscribe. Toodles!